I don't know if you watched this game, but you sure felt this game. You felt that something just happened in this game. You felt some type of aura just take over your body. No way.
Oh my gosh, no way. Hold on, the Jags, we're talking about Jags possibly now being the best team in the AFC, being legit contenders.
The NFL, you are not beating the betting allegations.
Yeah, NFL,
Sorry.
you're sus for that, not gonna lie.
Welcome in. This is For the Win.
Ooh.
As you notice, things are a little different around here. There's just two of us. Our other two co-hosts got the suds.
Yeah,
They caught
unfortunately.
the bug, so today, I'm Austin. I'm stepping in as the host today. You know, the show must go on, and I'm here with Jeremiah. Jeremiah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, bro. Yeah, unfortunately, Caesar and Tuss, they're under the weather. So we're hoping that, they get a speedy recovery. Unfortunately, around Christmas, it sucks. Christmas is in 2 days. Merry Christmas.
Yep. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. Hope you're staying safe. If you're watching visual, you can see I have an Anthony Edwards jersey on.
Yeah, you might want to explain that one.
That'd be kind of random. And I got a Cincinnati Reds hat on. And oh crap! And I got some New York sweatpants on.
Yeah, the fit's kind of wild today.
I'm all over the place.
And I got a nice little Christmas flannel. Gotta get in Christmas spirit. So I love Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
Nah, the reason I got the Anthony Edwards jersey on is because the Minnesota Timberwolves official TikTok account actually commented on one of our videos.
They did.
We were talking crap about their jerseys.
I know.
So I had to go and cop an Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, we still respect them. It's just there were some jerseys that were better, but
Yep.
you know, just a little bit of marketing. Hopefully they see this.
Yeah, you gotta rep the program. Hopefully y'all see this. Comment under this video.
Yeah, Jeremiah who'd you get? Jersey?
Oh, I don't got it on, but I got a Dante jersey.
Yeah,
Dante DiVincenzo.
And
Shout out my boy.
Nasri jersey. So I might wear this again. I'm just letting it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all over the place.
Yeah, keeping it warm.
Yeah. But I want to start off with the game to get us warmed up. You know what I'm saying? We got a jam-packed episode. Right. You know, Week 16 was insane. There was a whole bunch of divisional matchups, but to get in to warm us up, we're gonna do a little game. We're gonna both try to say the same player at the same time. So I don't know if you've seen this, but we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to shout a random NFL player, okay?
All right.
And whoever we say, we're most likely going to say the wrong, like, two different players, and then we're going to try to match it up.
Yeah, so eventually we got to say the same name.
Yeah, so try to say the same player. You ready? You got your player in mind?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Jonathan Taylor.
No way.
Oh, my gosh. No way. First take?
Bro, we did not plan that.
We did not plan that. I promise you. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, it's going to be a good pod. It's going to be a good pod after that. That's crazy.
We might have to do it again because you can't even use that. Like, that can't even be on TikTok.
I know, but
we just killed that.
Nah, but that's crazy though. We could have first. You gotta leave that in there because
that's
people gotta know.
I was gonna say someone else, and I was like, "Fuck it," because I was gonna say Rico Dowdle, but I was like, that might be too niche.
I was gonna say Josh Jacobs.
I was like, that might be too niche. I'm gonna say someone like, okay, let's do something else.
Okay,
that
all
was
right.
Crazy. Yeah, good.
No, that's crazy. Nah, you gotta clip that though. You gotta clip that. You gotta leave that in. People gotta know. First take.
The game's supposed to be funny. We're supposed to start arguing and stuff. But all right. 3, 2, 1.
Aaron Rodgers.
Who'd you say?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I said Devontae Adams. That's still, we are synced up. That's still, okay.
We're still on the same wavelength.
So now what happens now, if you're not familiar, now we got to try to say another player and try to match it up. So I said Devontae, you said Aaron Rodgers.
I said Aaron Rodgers. Okay. All right. Okay. I got one.
Let me think.
This should be easy, though. This should be easy.
Okay.
We're on the same wavelength, so I'm
trying to think of who goes along with them two. Whatever. This is probably not going to work. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Puka Nacua.
I was thinking Puka. I said DK.
Okay. Puka and DK.
Okay. We gotta think. We gotta match up here.
Okay, wait. Puka and DK.
Puka and DK.
Puka and DK.
Who's in that room? Okay.
All right. Okay.
You got yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Wait. Puka and DK.
All right, I'm gonna try to go somewhere else with this. All right, let's hurry up. Let's go.
Okay, all right.
3, 2, 1. George
Jackson
Pickens.
Smith-Njigba.
Why did you say Jackson Smith?
I don't know.
All right, Jackson Smith-Njigba.
Actually, you know what? Okay.
Hold on, I was thinking George.
I was thinking George.
All right, just think of somebody random, but you're gonna go off of what I say. So just think of somebody. Just catch on to what I'm saying. Let me.
After the next one, after this one.
Yeah, just say somebody, but you're gonna catch on.
Okay. Wait.
3, 2, 1. Garrett
Emeka
Wilson.
Ibuka.
We're there.
Okay, we're there. All
right.
Okay, you said Garrett Wilson.
There's one person left.
Okay, we got this. This is easy.
3, 2, 1.
Chris Olave.
That's how you do
Dude,
it.
I'm not
That's
gonna
how
lie.
you do it.
We might be
banged.
goated at this game.
We banged.
We might be goated at this game.
Okay, bet. So
Hey, I'll put us two in that game against anybody, any other two in this game. We got it. Yes, sir. That was nice.
real quick, I just wanted to say this before we get into it. If you are watching on YouTube, please leave a subscribe. We are 8 followers. Yes, 8 followers away from 400 subscribers.
8 followers, please.
It will help a lot, you know what I'm saying, going to 2026 strong. But let's get into the pod nonetheless. So first, I want to talk about that Thursday night game. You know what I'm saying? It could have been considered game of the year. Rams versus Seahawks. The NFC West was at stake, and the first place in the NFC conference was at stake. You know, winner of that gets in the driver's seat for the first round by the playoffs. It was huge. You know, the
division game
the Seahawks pulled away in overtime. Sam Darnold finally won his first big game. Do you have any takeaways from that game? How are you feeling? What's your overall thought on that?
Well, so watching that game, overall, I mean, it was a fantastic game. Honestly, I did think the Rams had that game in the driver's seat.
Yes.
And then I feel like the big momentum shift was the Shaheed punt return.
Yes.
After that happened, obviously, Seattle got all the momentum. The thing is, I don't know how you guys feel about the 2-point conversion thing. So I saw it.
You're talking about the one that like it wasn't a touchdown and
yeah, for them to win the game. Okay, the 2-point conversion.
Okay.
So what when Sam Darnold? So I guess technically, did he throw it backwards?
Yeah, they counted
it as a lateral.
Yeah,
I guess.
And it hit the ground, and then they grabbed it.
Because like in real time, like first of all, it was a crazy play. In real time, no one knew what happened. Basically, yeah. So I guess because initially it didn't look like it was a backward pass, and then the ball was on the ground. The Rams player tried to catch it, and then it was just sitting there on the ground chilling. Kenneth Walker just picks it up and just walks in the end zone.
Yeah.
So I mean, like in real time, everyone's like, okay, no, like that's like the craziest way to win a game.
Yes.
But I guess if it was considered a lateral, then obviously like that's a legal play. I mean, obviously you just have to know, or I guess what the Rams player probably should have done was just pick it up.
Right.
I mean, you can't leave a live ball sitting on the ground.
Yes.
So I mean, Kenneth Walker did what he had to do. So I mean, but it's a controversial call either way. But I still think the Rams are the better team.
Yeah.
I still think they're the best team in the NFC. The thing is, I do want to see that matchup again in the playoffs, which it probably will happen. But I think in the playoffs, just because I trust Matthew Stafford more than Sam Darnold, I think I would lean more the Rams. Like Sam Darnold had a good game, but he still also threw 2 picks. So the thing with Sam Darnold is he just has a turnover problem. I want to see him in a playoff game. I think he just needs to take care of the ball better.
Right.
Honestly, that's just his biggest issue. I trust Matthew Stafford in that offense, and they didn't even have Devontae Adams. And their offense still doesn't miss a beat. And Puka, shout out to Puka, man. I think he's right now him and JSN are top 2, but Puka has a statement for like best wide receiver in the league right now.
Puka had 225 yards in this game and 2 touchdowns. Yeah. So
like, dude, 225 is crazy.
Yeah, and it was like kind of a statement game because did you see all the controversy that was going on like with him before the game?
Yeah.
Like going on Aiden's live stream and then like making like a gesture that people thought
and then like him being on like Neon stream and stuff, and all that stuff.
And then he said stuff about the refs, and then he pretty much just said like, I'm locked in. Like it doesn't matter like what y'all are saying about me in the media and everything. Like you guys think like I'm childish, I don't know what I'm doing, but then he just comes out and does that. So I thought that was crazy to see. Basically, shut up everybody. But yeah, the Sam Darnold interception thing, I mean, it is very much so a problem. This is a division rivalry, so they've already played this year, and the game kind of went the similar way. It was a very close game. The Seahawks should have lost the first – well, they did lose the first game, but Sam Darnold threw 4 turnovers, and they still had a chance to win the first game. And that's kind of what happened in this game, but he threw 2 interceptions, but they ended up winning. So it's just like this Seahawks team is so good that, like, it doesn't matter how – like, every time they get the ball, they have a chance to go down and score because – you see so many times Sam Darnold throws an interception, and it looks like they're down and dead, and then he just comes back and he'll throw another touchdown. Or they just have so many playmakers around the field. I mean, them getting Rashid Shaheed in the middle of the season was very huge for them.
Yeah, that's a huge pickup for them. Yeah,
with Horton going down, I mean, he just picked up where he left off, and that punt return he had that's an X factor right there because that literally put him back in the game, just getting a punt return. And then he had another end around that went for 30 yards, and I think he scored on that, or either got him in position to score. So Rashid Shaheed was a huge pickup for them. I just want to say Matthew Stafford, he had an amazing game. He had 457 passing yards, and 0 interceptions.
Yep. 3 tutties.
3 touchdowns.
Yep.
Yeah, with a 88.1 QBR. I feel like he's in the driver's seat for MVP.
I was just about to ask you that.
Yeah.
Even though they lost, does Matthew Stafford still secure that MVP?
I'd say, I mean, statistically, he has the reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
The narrative might not be with him, but statistically, I mean, it's him. Like, who else would you say? Drake May. I mean,
Yeah.
Jared Goff's even putting up numbers, but
Yeah.
he can't be MVP just how
But
the team.
if they miss the playoffs,
Yeah.
which is a possibility, I don't think he'll get it.
Josh Allen, I mean, he's putting up stats now, but the beginning of the season was kind of rough for him. But Baker fell off a cliff. Dak's team's not good enough. I think it's really
Mahomes,
just
obviously,
like we said, like Heisman was kind of an off year. I mean, this is kind of an off year for MVPs as well. I mean, not to take anything away from Stafford because he's having an amazing year. I'm just saying there's no really competition.
Yeah.
It's kind of really just him winning it.
Plus, Jonathan Taylor also kind of like fell off a little bit.
Yeah,
He's not throwing up crazy numbers like he was like
he's
the first
not
like
even
8 weeks of football.
He's probably not even gonna lead the league in rushing yards. Probably be James Cook.
Probably not. Yeah.
If you want to go narrative, I think my guy Trevor Lawrence got it, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah, I mean that's your guy, T-Law.
But, yeah, so who do you trust more going into a playoff game, the Seahawks or the Rams?
Yeah, I mean, I just talked about it. I still think the Rams are the better team. I would trust the Rams in a playoff situation.
Okay.
I still got them.
Yeah. I think I'd probably with you. I'd probably trust the Rams, but I think the Seahawks team just showed you that night that they can win. This team is not a slouch. Like people say just because I'm not even a big Sam Darnold guy, but his improvement is very evident that he can win a playoff game, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because this showed it. I mean, this was basically a playoff game.
Yeah. But I mean, like,
he needs to be better, but
Sam Darnold, like, yet again, like, you know, he has that narrative, you know, regular season merchant. I mean, last season on the Vikings had the best season of his career.
Yeah, but
you know, I mean, they won 14 games and technically should have been considered a threat in the playoffs and then lost first round.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, that's Sam Darnold being Sam Darnold. The thing is, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I would say this is probably Sam Darnold's probably best situation to get over that hump, I would say. Because this is, I mean, would you say that the Seahawks team is better than the Vikings team last year?
That's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to let you finish. I was going to say that I think this Seahawks team is, I know that the Vikings had more wins last year, but I think the Seahawks team is better.
Just better.
That defense alone, I think is, I know that Vikings defense is really good. Like I know Brian Flores has been a great defensive coordinator, but like star talent-wise, the Seahawks got way more players than the Vikings do. And I love Clint Kubiak's offense that he's running with the Seahawks because this is a funny story, actually. I was playing Madden, right? And I've matched up with the Seahawks, and this dude actually played just like the Seahawks.
Like in real life, in the game?
I was like, bro, I know why the Seahawks are so good, bro. He was just running. He was running the ball with Kenneth Walker a lot, and then when he wasn't running, he would do a play action and then just throw it to Jackson Smith, the Jigba. And I was like, bro, I can't guard Jackson Smith, and I can't stop the run. I was like, bro, like, because when I go to stop the run, he throws it, and I'm like, when I double Jackson Smith, the Jigba, he just finds somebody else. I'm like, bro, this is impossible.
And Kenneth Walker actually had a really good game. He had 100 yards rushing. The thing that about Kenneth Walker, it's so unfair. He also had a touchdown, but he actually had to do that himself because it was actually a big run. The thing is, they never let Kenneth Walker finish drives, which is so annoying.
Yeah.
And like I have Zach Charbonnet in fantasy, so like I literally only rely on him getting touchdowns.
Yeah, that's all he is.
But like, dude, literally they'll drive right down the field. Who have a big run? They're at the 1 yard line. They hand it off to Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah, dude, that means it's real. Like they hand the ball off,
weird,
they
bro.
hand the ball off to Kenneth Walker the whole drive, and then as soon as they get in the red zone, it's
Charbonnet
time.
Yeah, like he'll have like. Charbonnet will have like 10 yards rushing and then like 3 touchdowns. And Kenneth Walker will have like 115 yards rushing and 0 tutties.
That's why when we played that Madden game and Kenneth Walker was, what was he, an 88?
Yeah, an 88.
I was like, I'm really not surprised. I mean, he's like talent-wise, he's that good. He gets subbed out.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's working for him. So.
He's actually like super fast too.
Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts on this game? I mean, we have a whole bunch of games to get into.
Yeah. Not really. Not nothing crazy. Yeah. No. I was just saying my only point is like I still think in the playoffs I would take the Rams over the Seahawks. But are the Seahawks a threat? Yeah, for sure. I mean, you definitely got to watch out for them. But like I said, I just have to see it in the playoffs by Sam Darnold.
Okay.
That's it.
So this next game I want to get into. This game went on a Saturday night, so I don't know if you were out drinking. You probably weren't even You probably didn't even know NFL was going on Saturday night.
Facts. Plus, you had the CFP. If you guys are even tuned in on that,
we had Oregon and JMU at that night game. It was a blowout.
Yeah,
but
they were blowouts.
I don't know if you watched this game, but you sure felt this game. You felt that something just happened in this game. You felt some type of aura just take over your body. And I'm talking about a Caleb Williams.
I felt it.
Overtime, playoff.
I felt it.
Not playoff, but overtime. 40-yard throw to the end zone. PFF has this as the highest graded throw all year.
Really?
Yes.
Highest graded
they gave
throw.
it the highest graded throw.
So basically,
all year.
throw of the year. That's basically what it is.
It was
to DJ Moore.
That's got to be throw. Think about. Let me just walk you through.
That was basically. It felt like a playoff game.
It definitely was throw of the year, and I can tell you exactly why it was throw of the year because this right here is a division rivalry one, prime time. That's pressure right there.
Yep.
If they win this game, they secure a playoff spot, basically.
Which they did.
Which they did.
Yeah.
They secure the division, basically. It's an overtime game against your rival who has owned your franchise. Forever. And you, in overtime, 43 yards down the field to DJ Moore, perfectly thrown pass in coverage. He got tackled while catching it. I understand why it was the throw of the year. And I'm not even trying to glaze Caleb, but like even if you're a Caleb hater, you
got to respect that throw.
Amazing.
You got to respect that throw, especially like you said, the situation in which it happened.
Yes.
Like that was basically that was to win the game. Like that was crunch time. He needed to make that throw.
Yes.
So Caleb Williams. So I talked about it last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago when we were talking about the Packers and the Bears. So when we made our playoff predictions, I said that the Bears are going to miss, which probably at the time sounded crazy, but that was just because I felt like out of the Packers and the Lions, they had the toughest schedule coming up. I thought that the Packers was going to sweep the Bears. The thing about the Bears is they had a bad division record, and they were going to have if the Packers ended up sweeping them, and then let's just say they lose to the Lions, which I felt like basically that game, the last game of the season, the Bears and the Lions would basically secure a playoff spot for whoever wins. So I was thinking, okay, Packers will probably sweep the Bears, Lions beat the Bears, worst division record, they miss, right? Because that's a great division. One of those teams is probably going to miss, unfortunately. Maybe Packers and Lions both if the Packers lose out.
Yeah, it's a huge couple last games.
So shout out for the Bears for doing what they needed to do. They secured that playoff spot, so now they're in. This game, here's the thing. Like, I do like Caleb Williams. I've been a Caleb Williams truther, and I say it pretty much every week whenever we talk about him. I just need to see a little bit more. Because here's the thing. I love quarterbacks like, and we talk about Trevor Lawrence, same thing. I love quarterbacks that can show me flashes that they are game changers. Right? And those are the quarterbacks that I usually love to support, and I throw all my eggs in one basket for, like Caleb Williams. I've been waiting for Caleb Williams to finally have that one game in that moment to where I can be like, you know what? Nah, he's the guy.
Yeah.
Right? And he just never really had that. But this game proved it to me. When we made predictions, I said the Packers are going to win just based off of the fact that they've owned that rivalry, right? And the Packers, they were up all game. It was kind of an ugly game, low scoring. Then the Bears, the Bears got that last-minute field goal, and then they recovered that onside kick, which was huge. So obviously, if they don't recover that onside kick, they lose that game. But Caleb Williams, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. You just said throw of the year. That's probably, honestly, like his best game all year, just because it was clean, no turnovers, and what he was able to do in crunch time and overtime against a really good Packers defense, division rival. I understand they don't got Micah, but Caleb Williams, he might be here. For the people out there that don't believe in Caleb Williams, he might be here. Ben Johnson is the best thing that happened to that franchise. I think he definitely has a case to win Coach of the Year. There's a different aura about this team. I'm just excited. Shout out Bears fans. Shout out Logan. I like to see Logan. Yeah, I like to see it though. I love to see this Bears team be good and to maybe possibly do something in the playoffs. I want to see it. For sure. Caleb Williams is my guy, and this is their chance. We just talked about it. They have a really good run offense. Their defense actually is a lot better than it was last year. It's actually a pretty good defense, and I was just really happy to see that. So shout out Caleb Williams. I just want to see what you guys can do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But that showed me something Saturday night.
Right. I love everything you said. The mention in their defense, I have it here. They lead the league in total turnovers, so they have 31 total. So that's the reason why their defense, like this defense isn't like, I wouldn't say it's a strong defensive unit, but they just turn the ball over so much. They lead the league in turnover differential. So they're turning the ball over less and causing more turnovers compared to anybody else.
It was they're kind of like that Cowboys defense a couple years ago.
Right.
With Diggs and Bland when they were leading the leagues in turnovers, and they both were top 2 in like interceptions. Like that Cowboys defense probably wasn't elite, but it was a top 5 defense in the league based off of turnovers. Plus they did have Micah still, but that Bears defense, turnovers is a huge thing. Like if you can't force turnovers, it's just like it's hard to win games, especially when you're in close games and you have to rely on turnovers. That's what you need. So like I love turnover stats.
Yeah. So you did mention that this was Caleb Williams' best game of the season. They had it as his 81 QBR, which is the second behind the Cowboys blowout. So yeah, this basically was his best game of the season. Mm-hmm. He had another big time throw that really wasn't even talked about. It was 4th and 4, and he hit an undrafted rookie to send the game over to basically to overtime to tie the game up. To Jade Walker. Jade Walker. Who was an undrafted rookie. So that was another throw that wasn't really talked about. Mm-hmm. It was a blown coverage, and it was 4th and 4, and he made another big time throw. So these are the things you're seeing with Caleb Williams that you didn't see last year. You're seeing the clutch of Gene, him not turning the ball over, him not taking as many sacks. Technically, this year he's the best at escaping. Like I know that's what he tried to do last year, and he just couldn't because his offensive line was bad. But this year, you're seeing it's hard to sack him.
It is.
You're not going to sack Caleb Williams, especially their offensive line is good enough. They'll give him time, and then just what makes him so special is that he has a very good feel in the pocket, and he can just get out of a lot of situations that most QBs wouldn't get out of. The accuracy, obviously, is still an issue. I mean, and then this is the thing with a team that's winning a lot. People start overrating a lot of people. And like me and you, we like Caleb Williams. The other two people on the pod, they usually are the Caleb Williams haters, so I don't even want to just glaze them all the time because it's not a fair valuation of them. But this is kind of what people do. Like you seen in our TikTok comments, we did a 2024 redraft, and Tyrus chose Drake May over him, which none of us thought was even crazy because
it's not crazy.
Drake May has been better than Caleb Williams in every single category and he's just been better than Caleb Williams. But Drake May's also really freaking good.
Right.
So
I mean, that's the thing,
it's not even like a diss.
Yeah,
but
that's
then
the thing,
people were mad at us. And I'm like, bro, are you not watching Drake May?
Yeah. Right.
I don't even want to make this about Drake May, but it's just like now people are starting to act like Caleb Williams
is that much better.
When he got a lot to go.
Yeah.
It's just but I don't want to discredit a lot of what he's doing. I think he's game managing really well, but he just needs to be a little bit more accurate. I mean, we see the accuracy with the deep, with that DJ. There's a reason that was the highest graded throw.
Yeah, and we all know Caleb Williams has an arm.
Yeah, but
he has a cannon.
This is his second year, so I mean, it is amazing to see this. I mean, obviously, if they want to get to the Lombardi, he has to just be a little bit more clean. But this is his second year, and he's already doing this. Yeah. So we're happy with you, Caleb. But somebody else I wanted to put some light on from this game specifically is Malik Willis. Mm-hmm. So
shout out Malik Willis.
Jordan Love goes out in the second quarter. And my God, I think Malik Willis looked great.
I thought he did too.
Yeah.
I thought he looked good.
He played good enough to win them that game. So they obviously got an onside kick, which he can't do anything about that. He scored in the fourth quarter to put him up, but the Bears just got an onside kick. That sucked.
So I was gonna ask you, because you brought up Malik Willis, which is perfect timing.
Hey.
Perfect timing. So, do you think if Jordan Love doesn't get hurt, like if Jordan Love stays in that game, do you think they have a better chance to win? Or do you think Malik Willis, because he did what he had to do, Jordan Love probably doesn't make that much of an impact?
I don't think it was much of a difference.
You don't think it was a difference?
I'm telling you, Malik Willis played that good. He finished with a 81.5 QBR, which was better than Caleb Williams. So
that's crazy.
Technically said Malik Willis was better than Caleb Williams this game. And I don't even think that was that crazy because he came in the second quarter, so obviously his stats aren't that crazy, but he finished with 9 for 11, so he missed 2 passes, 121 yards passing and 44 rushing, and he had a beautiful touchdown to Romeo Doubs.
Yeah, that's impressive. That
was a deep throw, and I'm like, this Malik Willis, so Jordan Love probably won't play this week. He's in a concussion protocol. I think they could beat the Ravens with Malik Willis, especially if Tyler Huntley's playing, which is interesting because then that could give the Packers a chance to get in the playoffs.
And obviously, I think the Ravens are horrible. Yeah. So, yeah.
So, Malik Willis is on watch. If y'all wasn't watching on Saturday night, which I understand because it was Saturday night, you probably were chilling because it's not NFL day, but Malik Willis, watch out for him. Maybe if you're a team, you take a chance on Malik Willis.
And he's another guy that I think at the time when he got drafted, he was rated high because it was also a weaker QB class, but he got drafted by the Titans, and he's never really had an opportunity to show his talent. And yeah, him coming in this game, showing that maybe, just maybe, he could be a starter for somebody, for a team that really needs a QB, or he can for real be a manageable backup QB.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if you didn't see it, go look at that tape. He was getting out of the pocket. He was running timely, when he needed to. he was hitting some deep throws, some clutch throws. I was like, wow, like I can't, like that's why when you asked that question, that was a good question. I don't think I don't think it's big of a difference.
You don't think it makes a difference?
Like I'm a Jordan Love guy. Like I've said, he was the best. Like when we did that quarterback in that division, I said Jordan Love was easily the best. Like I think Jordan Love's that great.
Yeah.
This might be a stretch saying like Jordan Love won.
Yeah, maybe not
game,
great, but good. He's good.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like it might be like I might be overreacting saying Jordan Love wouldn't have played better than him because I think it was that good, but that should show you like because I'm a Jordan Love guy, so I was like that's how good he played. That's
no, because I think the same. I don't think like at first when Jordan Love went down, I was like, oh yeah, like over. They might be cooked, game over. But because of how the game was going, like it's not like Malik Willis was turning the ball over. It's not like he
didn't.
Yeah, like he didn't turn the ball over. It's not like he was making bad throws, like you said. He went 9 for 11. Yeah, still threw for over 100 yards, and they had a chance to win that game. Yeah, even though
should have won the game. Yeah, they got an onside kick. Like,
they should have. Yeah, they should have won. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you need from a backup QB. Yeah. I don't think Jordan Love leaving that game. Yeah, like you said, I don't think it makes a difference at all.
I'd give him an A. The only reason I wouldn't give him an A+ is one, he lost. But in overtime, what happened was there was a snap. Like they were about to just run the ball and they fumbled it.
They fumbled the snap, yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, he knows he's not taking snaps with the centers.
Was that on third or fourth down?
That was a fourth down.
That was like it was
fourth
right?
and 1.
Yeah.
They were I think they were going to run it like just up the middle. They probably would have got it, but he just fumbled the snap. So that was out of his control, obviously. So I mean, there was just a lot of weird things with this game, but yeah, Malik Willis. I mean, hey, he looked good.
Shout out Malik Willis.
Somebody, I mean, I could be crazy, but somebody could take a chance on him. He, like
the Raiders.
Like if you look at if you look at that game, you're like, oh, Malik Willis went in, and obviously the Bears are going to win. But no, he kept that game. Like he did enough to win that game.
I'm with you. I agree. I'm with you because I thought the same thing. I was shocked. I was like, wow, is this Malik Willis playing or is this Jordan Love? I was like, did Jordan Love come back in?
So do you have any final statements on that, or you think you're good with that?
Nah, I think I'm good on that.
Okay. So now we're moving into Sunday, the real NFL day. You know, we have 1 p.m. games. They were kind of mid. The only real one that mattered, and it mattered a whole lot, the NFC South matchup, the Buccaneers versus the Panthers. Mm-hmm. Bryce Young, he did it again.
Is he here? Is Bryce Young here?
Bryce Young did it again, and now the Panthers are about to win the NFC South.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts about this? Did you like what you seen from Bryce Young? Did you not like what you seen from Baker? How'd you feel about this?
The thing is, I like Bryce Young. I think the Panthers are definitely moving in the right direction. I think everyone can see that. This division, I feel like the NFC South, I feel like it's like the same thing every year with this division. It always seems like the NFC South is always one of the worst divisions every year. And it always seems like the team that wins it barely wins it, by like 9 wins, maybe 10. Like the Bucs won it, I think, a couple years ago. They went 9-8 or whatever. Yeah. I think I'm trying to think is this more like on the Bucs just like for whatever reason just completely crumbling the second half of the season, or is it just like the Panthers are like the Panthers actually like a threat? I still think it's early for the Panthers to make a playoff run. Like, let's say they win the division, they make the playoffs. I mean, I want to say they're a first-round exit. I don't know if I trust them to win a playoff game just yet because I think the NFC is so good, and there's so many other teams that I'd rather take. But I also want to shout out Tet
McMillan, yes.
Dude, he is phenomenal. And I feel like the thing is, like, he doesn't do nothing crazy, but, like, he's just consistent. Like, honestly, like, he reminds me of Mike Evans so much, bro. Because I think he's going to be a guy that consistently is going to put up 1,000 yards every season, but, like, sneaky. Like, you're not going to know. Like, he's just going to have, like, 60, 70, 80-yard games every week.
You don't think he could take it up a notch from that, though?
I think he can, though. Yeah, I think he can. Like, I think we're talking about a guy that here in a couple years, like, top 10 receiver, maybe top 5. Like he's gonna reach that.
Okay, when you said
ceiling.
when you said average, like go 1,000 over, I thought you meant like barely just sniffing 1,000.
No, I mean like every year getting 1,000 yards.
Like you'll see a season like where he gets 1,300 like type.
Yeah, like okay, I think he'll go off and like have like a 1,500 yard year. But I'm saying like he's gonna be consistent. Like consistently every year he's gonna get 1,000 yards.
For sure. I mean, yeah, like what you said with Tet, I'm in the same boat with him. I mean, he has. Xavier Legette was a first-round pick last year, and he just hasn't lived up to that. I think Xavier Legette is cool, but his hands are just unreliable.
Yeah, not a number one.
Yeah, he's more better. Like once he gets the ball in his hand, then he has speed to make some stuff happen. But he's not a number one. So getting Tet for them was huge. That's why Bryce Young struggled a lot in the beginning because this team around him was just so poor. But now you're seeing, I mean, your defense is healthy with Derek Brown. He changed everything on that defensive line. And then getting Dave Canales is in there. I mean, this team was looking really good. I mean, what I was going to say, when you said, is this more on the Bucs? The Bucs have been bad.
They've been bad.
They're 1-6 in their last 7 games. Since Baker Mayfield started the beginning of the year, he was hot. He looked like one of the best QBs in the NFL.
We were talking about it. Baker Mayfield, possibly MVP this year.
Yeah, he was talking about MVP. But in their last 7 games, they are 1-6.
Yeah.
He had an interception last week against the Falcons on Thursday Night Football, which you could argue costed them game, and then he had another one this week.
Yeah.
And this Bucs team has really no excuse because everybody was healthy this game. Bucky Irvin was there. Chris Godwin's back. Mike Evans was even playing. I didn't think he was going to come back this year. He's back. McMillan was there. Igbuka was there. Like, this wide receiver core is stacked. Their running back is good. They had all of it. So, you have to put it on Baker. And this is my thing with Baker. I think Baker is a good quarterback. I don't think he's great. I think he has everything you want from a quarterback besides the actual skill of being a quarterback. Like, he has the heart. He will die on every play. He will fight for every down, which you want. He's a great leader. Everybody wants to play for him. But just accuracy and decision-making is always the thing with Baker Mayfield. And I don't know if he can lead you there. That's my whole thing with Baker.
So I know this because I was keeping tabs on the game because I had a bet on Emeka, right? So I ended up hitting on the bet, but I had Emeka for 25 yards. He had 2 targets all game, and he had 1 catch, and it was a 40-yard catch, and it was in that fourth. It was at the end of the game in the fourth quarter, and like I wasn't watching the whole game. I was flipping through, but it just seemed like every time I turned the game on and the Bucs had the ball, I was just like, I don't understand how Ibuka's not getting the ball. Now, like I know Chris Godwin and Mike Evans was playing, but like for whatever reason, I just felt like, and the Panthers, they have a good defense, but it's not like
it's not elite.
I wouldn't say it's elite, right?
No,
but it's like they genuinely struggled to move the ball. Like honestly, like they ran the ball a lot. Yeah. And I felt like the only reason why they were running the ball so much was because that was the only way they could move the ball.
Yeah.
Because Bucky Irvin actually had a good game, and they couldn't stop the run. But it's like if Baker had to drop back and make throws, like they was not moving the ball downfield. And I'm like, how does someone like Emeka have 0 catches, 1 target for 0 yards at halftime? I mean, we've seen it, but it's like, dude, like Emeka, we obviously all know how great he is and how great of a season he's had. Unfortunately, like injuries hurt him, but like he was quiet. And I think you're gonna like this because, well, me too, because he was my coach of the year. But I think them losing Liam Cohen was a big hit on their offense.
Oh, for sure.
Because their offense has completely like fell off a cliff since he left.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
This year is bad. But the thing is, the Panthers, Dave Canales was the Bucs OC too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, I know I just crapped on Baker, but like he gets people hired.
He does.
He gets people hired.
He does.
Obviously, their offense has not been that good this year. I mean, they've been injured a lot this year, but right now you're seeing it. It just doesn't look good. I want to flip it on the Panthers here. I like what you said about the Panthers. I mean, it's just night and day, like Bryce's confidence and how much they trust him, because during that game they were just spreading everybody out. They were like, Bryce, you're gonna cook and lead us in this game.
You're gonna cook.
It looked beautiful. It looked like he was in truly command of that game. He looked like he was he knew what he wanted to do every time he had the ball. I mean, he had that fourth quarter throw where he just escaped the pocket. He made like 3 people miss, and he had a wide open Sanders in the end zone. That was amazing. And then Bryce Young now has a total of 12 game-winning drives in his career, which is only second behind Justin Herbert.
That's impressive.
From his first 3 seasons.
12 game-winning drives.
Yes. And so basically every game they've won was a game-winning drive. So that shows you that Bryce Young has that. He has that clutch gene. He's in command of the offense. So that's I just want to give Bryce Young his credit there. But like what you said with the Panthers, their last 9 games have been win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. And it was right on schedule here. They lost last week. They won this week.
I was going to bring that up. The thing about the Panthers is, yet again, like I talk about all the time, I love consistency. Sometimes it's just like, and I get it's the NFL, but yeah, the Panthers got to be the most inconsistent team in the league because they'll go out there and win against the Bucs. They'll blow out the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remember that game? They blew them out like 30 to whatever it was. And then blew out the Falcons 30-0.
Yeah, Rico Dowdle had 500 yards.
Rico Dowdle had like 500 yards. And then they go out, and I understand it's a division game, but then they go out and lose to the Saints. Then the Saints beat them twice, I think. Then the Saints sweep them.
I think they might split.
Okay, but it's just like, I feel like the Panthers are a team that like they play up to their competition and play down to their competition. If they play a team that's like on their level or a little worse, you're not confident that they're going to win. But if they play a team that you don't expect them to win, they're gonna win.
Yeah,
That's why we made that TikTok a while back. I was like, no, the Panthers, like I think they're the best sleeper team in the league right now because they're a trap game for anybody. Like if you have the Panthers on the schedule, like that's you can't mark that as a easy win, bro.
Yeah,
they can upset you easily.
Like that was good. You mentioned them losing the Saints because they lost to the Saints, which is. Real quick side note, I'm starting to like what the Saints are doing.
Yeah. Okay.
I kind of like Kellen Moore, but either way, they're one of the worst teams. They're one of the worst teams in the league. But they also beat the Rams.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
true.
So it's like,
but that's a
that
game.
shows you the level. They're beating one of the best teams. They're beating probably the best team in the league and probably the worst team. In the league.
Well, actually,
losing to the worst
that's
team
the thing.
in the league.
Yeah, the Panthers beat the Rams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I think they play up to their competition and then just play down to their level. And like that's not me dissing the Saints, but we all know the Saints are one of the worst teams in the league. Yeah. That's a game that even though it's a division game, that's a game you should win.
Should win, yeah.
Yeah, like the Panthers probably go into the season being like, okay, like if we're fighting for a playoff spot, we probably should sweep the Saints.
Right.
And that's a game that I feel like every time is just always a struggle for them. I don't know what it is, but I really do think that the Panthers are really only a couple pieces away from like maybe potentially being a contender in the NFC. It's just the NFC's so stacked this year. It's just like I just think it's a little bit too early.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up who they would be if they played in if the playoffs started today. I'm gonna look up who they would play because it's very interesting. Like this team could win or lose. So they're in the 4 spot. So they would. Oh, this is the thing. So you're in the 4. That means you're gonna play the best wild card team.
Yeah, so which would be right now the Rams.
It's going to be the loser of the NFC West. So it'd either be the Rams or the Seahawks.
Yeah.
So that's a tough.
I mean, they beat the Rams,
but they did beat the Rams.
But it's hard to beat the same team twice. Playoffs is still a different story.
Well, actually, the Niners. I mean, the annoying Niners.
The Niners.
Right now, they have the tiebreaker over the Rams. So
that's actually a phenomenal division this year.
If the Niners, if the Niners win out, they could. I mean, so they're either going to play the Seahawks, the Niners, and the Rams. They better hope they get the Niners. They better hope they match up with the Niners.
I mean,
even though the Niners beat them on Monday Night Football, the Niners did beat them, but the Niners are, in my opinion, the weaker team out of the three.
So I mean, you're talking about potentially because the Niners technically still win that division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have 11 wins.
Yeah.
So
they have the same record as the Rams.
You're talking about 3 teams in the same division that might end up with 12 wins?
Yeah.
Maybe 13.
Yeah, the Rams. I mean, the Niners have a tiebreaker, or like they have the tiebreaker over the Rams because they won more division games.
Because they won more division games.
So if they finish the same record, they'll win the division.
And I don't know. I'll have to look it up because the Niners. I mean, they have had a weaker schedule compared to like every other team
they play the
in their division.
They play the Bears and the Seahawks left.
Yeah, so that Seahawks game.
I think they lose both of them, unless the Seahawks. I mean, I don't see why the Seahawks will sit their starters. It looks like the division's close, but.
I mean, I don't know because that might. Let's just say the Niners win. Seahawks, who they got next?
The Seahawks,
They showed the schedule.
They got the Panthers and Niners.
Okay, so dang. So let's just say Seahawks win. They beat the Panthers 13. Now let's say the Niners. I mean, if the Niners win out, because then that means they'll beat the Seahawks the last game. They both have 13 wins. So then who gets the tiebreaker? The Niners.
Niners and Seahawks. I mean. It doesn't say right now because the Seahawks have 2 more wins than them, or they have a more win than them. So,
but I'm trying to remember who did they beat them the first time they played?
The Seahawks and Niners. The Niners beat the Seahawks.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So if they beat, so
the Niners will have the tiebreaker over the Seahawks.
That Seahawks Niners game, the last game of the season, that will. I mean, depending on what the Rams do, but that basically will dictate who gets the higher seed and who maybe could win the division. So, the NFL script, they always get it right. Those Week 18 games are always crucial.
Hey, that's nuts. I mean, is there anything else you have left to say about this game? Is there anything? Do you think the Panthers could win a playoff game? Let's just leave it at that.
I don't know. I don't think they can win a playoff game. I feel like it depends on their matchup, but no, I don't. Like, I think they're first round exits, and that's not me disrespecting them. I just, like I said, I just think it's too early.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you. I mean, I like Bryce Young, but it's just going to be hard.
Yeah. And I just think the NFC is so good.
Like if they match up with somebody in the NFC West, all those teams are good. So yeah. I mean. But you're about to win their division first time in probably since Cam Newton?
Since Cam Newton. So, I just want to give them their flowers because, unless you're a Panthers fan, maybe you probably thought that they were going to be better than last year for sure. But I'll be honest with you, going into the season, I had no idea the Panthers was going to be close enough to make the playoffs. Even what you could say a bad division, but they're definitely surprising me. I didn't think they were going to be this good.
Well, I mentioned like all the bad things what's going on with the Buccaneers right now. What do you think they do this offseason? You think they fire Todd Bowles? You think they make do you think this team might go into a rebuild? Like, how are you feeling about this team?
I mean, talent-wise, like, they're still fine offensively. Yeah, I mean, I think you might have to let go of Todd Bowles. The thing is, it's like Todd Bowles also is a defensive-minded head coach, and like their defense usually is pretty good, but I don't know. I mean,
it's been bad.
Their defense hasn't been like it has been the past couple years, like that year when they had Tom Brady. It's definitely taken a hit. I don't know. The Bucs are weird. Chris Godwin's getting old. Mike Evans getting up there. Like, he's still reliable, but Emeka, I think, has to be there. I think he needs to take the realm of their wide receiver one probably. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, the thing with Baker is, like, he's good enough to win you games and be good in the regular season, but yet again, can he win you a Super Bowl? I don't know.
That's where I'm at.
But it's like, eventually, like, are they going to have to move on from Baker? I don't know. I think maybe you just fire Todd Bowles, get a new head coach in there, maybe get someone offensive-minded. Because, I mean, I just mentioned it, like with Liam Cohen, when he was their OC, their offense was one of the best in the league. I mean, Baker, who was their OC last year?
Last year was Liam Cohen.
Was it? It was Liam Cohen, right? Yeah. So last year, like, Baker had an MVP season with Liam Cohen, right? So I think maybe if you really trust in this offense to be elite as it should be, I think, maybe you need to go more on the offensive end and try to get an offensive guy in there. That's my opinion, but I don't.
That's a good point. Yeah. Todd Bowles, I think it might be time for him. I mean, it's been bad this year. 1-6 in your last 7 is just unexcusable. So,
especially in a bad division. Like, you can't, like, the Bucs, like, everyone thought they had this division on lock, and you just can't. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. So we'll move into probably the most important game of the week, the most surprising game of the week. The Broncos versus the Jaguars.
It's all you, bro. This is
the Jaguars.
This is your guy.
Jaguars won 34-20.
You were licking your chops watching this game,
This game was just, oh my God.
Shout out Liam Cohen.
I have so much things to say about this game. Like,
go ahead, bro. Cook. I'll let you cook here.
I don't even know where to start. I mean,
you want me to go first? And then you cook? Because I feel like you got a lot to say about this game.
I mean, you can say, yeah.
Okay,
go ahead.
I'll be honest with you. This game was a surpriser to me. Not because of the fact that I don't think the Jags are legit. Okay, I think they're more legit now after seeing this game, but not going into this game. Like, I picked the Broncos to win. But we already had this old T-Law talk. We all know how Oz feels about T-Law. You guys know how me and Tuss feels about T-Law, whatever.
And Caesar.
And Caesar.
I need receipts.
Here's the thing. Like, shout out Trevor Lawrence. I'm happy to see it, bro. Like, honestly, like, I can't even be mad at it because, first of all, I've been supporting Trevor Lawrence his entire career, and like the 1 year that I was like, you know what, I might have to give up on him. He's doing his thing, bro. Like, he had a 6 touchdown performance against the Jets this week. Hold on, let me
4 total touchdowns this week.
You got it. 4 total touchdowns against who we say is one of the best defenses in the league, probably top 2 behind the Texans, probably. At least top 3, but they put up 34 points against, arguably, like I said, the best defense in all the NFL. And honestly, their offense looked like it was unstoppable. Like, I don't think the Broncos, I don't even know how many times they punted, but like, I swear the Broncos had no answers to the Jaguars offense. And Jacoby Myers, I think he was a home run signing for them, or they traded for him. I think Jacoby Myers was a home run trade because he makes that offense so much better because that's just another weapon to add to Trevor Lawrence. And obviously BTJ is the number 1, Travis Hunter being out, so he's a huge help to that offense. And it impressed me. Like, I did not think that's the thing. They beat him by 2 scores, bro. Like, I didn't think they was going to beat him by that bad. I don't think anyone would have predicted that game to be a blowout as it was. And now I'm really looking at the Jags like, hold on, the Jags, we're talking about Jags possibly now being the best team in the AFC, being legit contenders. Like, seriously, I wasn't on that board a couple weeks ago, but now I'm like, nah, I think they're here. Liam Cohen, bro. I think they're here, bro.
Yeah. So I love everything you said about that game. I mean, just giving Trevor Lawrence his flowers.
You have to, bro. I got to give him his flowers, bro. I love to see it.
So my takeaway from this game is this was an MVP type of performance. I know Matthew Stafford has the stats, but narrative-wise, this was an MVP type of performance, and I don't even think that's I don't even think that's a stretch.
In Denver, by the way.
I was gonna get there. Trust me. In Denver, basically a playoff game. Like the Denver was fighting for that number 1 seed, and they lost it. Jaguars were trying to put their foot in to win their division, and they did it. And that camera, like at the beginning of the game, that camera was shaking how loud it was over there in Mile High.
I mean, you had that hit on T-Law and that flag that they threw because he just stood in the pocket and he got blasted because
they didn't hear the whistle.
They didn't hear the whistle.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I wanted to say about this game is, even me, the biggest Trevor Lawrence supporter on this panel, I didn't even pick the Jaguars to win this game because also I feel very good about this Broncos team. So what do you think I'm feeling when a quarterback I like goes into this defense that I respect so much, who has led the league in pressures, who has been one of the best defenses in the league? If this Broncos team, say they don't make the Super Bowl this year, they will probably have 6 out of 11 people make the Pro Bowl. And that's not even crazy. And they'll probably have 2 All-Pros.
Yeah.
Like, this defense is stacked.
It's insane.
And Trevor Lawrence goes into Bo Nix's stadium, Bo Nix's house.
In Power Field.
That place was rocking. I've never heard that stadium that loud, I promise you. And he goes in and he delivers 4 total touchdowns, 3 in the air, 1 rushing. And he just capitalized on every moment. I mean, he set the tone from his first touchdown to Parker Washington, where he just put it on the
beautiful
money,
ball.
Where only he can catch it. And that's what I've been trying to say about Trevor Lawrence all year, is he's been doing this, but the players he's been doing it to have been subpar. I mean, you had Brian Thomas Jr., who hasn't really been that great this year. He's been dropping the balls. He just hasn't been able to create a lot of separation. And you did it to and Travis Hunter. They didn't really know what his role was going to be on the team. I mean, he's kind of started to figure out before he got hurt. And then Parker Washington is breaking out. I mean, I've kind of liked a little bit of things I've seen in Parker Washington, but man, this game, it was just, he looks like this wide receiver core looks great.
Yeah, going into next year when they get Travis Hunter back and they find a way to unlock him, you're talking about, a legit offense, like probably one of the best offenses in the NFL.
Yeah, and I'm so moved by this game and what I've seen from the Jaguars. And we talked about the Bears, why one of the reasons they're so good is because they lead the league in turnovers. Yeah, the Jaguars are second, and that's insane. From being one of the worst defenses last year, they've just been turning the ball over so much. I mean, but the thing about them is they will die on a turnover. I mean, RJ Harvey had an end zone. I don't know if you really caught this, but RJ Harvey was running in the end zone, and the safety, instead of trying to tackle him, he tried to punch out the ball and he missed.
Oh, okay.
So RJ Harvey just got it basically just touchdown.
So they go for like the turnover where they play,
hit or miss. Yeah. But nonetheless, I think the thing that's special about this Jaguars team is they will have. This is going to sound crazy because Josh Allen is in the playoffs, but they are going to have the best quarterback going into the playoffs right now. I think he is playing better than Josh Allen right now.
Okay, so I'm going to bring up this stat because I saw it yesterday. They were talking about it. So the one thing that I've always criticized Trevor Lawrence on is his turnovers, right? He's known to turn over the ball. And I don't remember how many games, but I want to say maybe like in the last 2-3 games, his touchdown to ratio, or his touchdown to interception ratio is 14-0
in the last 4 games.
So he has thrown 14 touchdowns, or at least has a total of 14 touchdowns and 0 turnovers.
Hey, trust me, I got it here too.
Yeah,
he had 12 in the air. He has 12. He has 12 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. But if you include the run, he has 14-0.
You're talking about Trevor Lawrence, a guy who is not doing what he's known for, keeping the ball, being a game changer, in which what I've been wanting Trevor Lawrence to prove this whole time, going into the playoffs, and they're probably one of the hottest teams in football. They're about to be dangerous.
They're the best passing attack right now going into the playoffs, and it's insane to say that. But like, why I say Trevor Lawrence is the best quarterback going into there is because he's playing the best right now of every quarterback.
Yeah, I'm with you.
No team has played that good against this Broncos team. That's why I'm so high on this performance, is because of the team he did it against, and the environment and everything that was on the line. This was the Jaguars coming out party, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be awake. I'm very confident, and they win a playoff game. They'll win a wild card game. I might pick them to go to the conference championship. I might pick them to go to the Super Bowl.
I mean, here's the thing: you could see probably a Jags. You could see that rematch, Jags Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game. Yeah. Like, honestly, that could be a rematch
because there's no Mahomes. Because Lamar we don't even know if he'll make the playoffs.
I mean, Lamar's out pretty much.
Josh Allen's going to be there, but his defense can't stop a nosebleed.
Right.
So, do not be surprised if the Jaguars make a run.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. It's like, I want to explain myself here too. I'm going to go back because I have to sometimes keep my receipts. So, like, at one point, so this was after the London game against the Rams where the Jags got blown out. And then the following week on the pod, we were talking about the Jags, and I was like, right now the Jags I feel like are kind of fraudulent. And Austin was kind of like, oh, what do you mean by fraudulent? I feel like I needed to explain myself better. It wasn't because I didn't think that they could be a contender. It was more so I didn't feel like at the time they were as good as their record.
Right.
Just because I feel like they were inconsistent. I still, yet again, wanted to see more, right? I still feel like they lose to teams that they shouldn't. Sometimes they're in too close of games. And then all of a sudden, it's like, it's weird. It's like the minute that I like talk down on the Jags, it's like, bro, they just show up. But I was high on them going into the season, though, because I said Liam Cohen, he was my coach of the year pick, and right now it's looking really good. So, like, I was high on them. It's just, yet again, I wanted to see the Jags. I wanted to see Trevor Lawrence in the big games. I wanted Trevor Lawrence. I've been waiting for him to just have go out there and prove it to me that's why you were the number 1 overall pick. Prove it to me why you were so elite in high school, so elite in college. You're supposed to be a game changer. Go out there and do it. Yeah. And he said, you know what? I got you, Mike. I got you. I'm going to throw 4 touchdowns. I'm going to have 4 touchdowns. We threw 3, ran 1 in. So I'm going to go into Denver, have 4 total touchdowns, and blow them out by 2 scores. Yeah. And I said, Trevor Lawrence, my bad, bro. I'm here. I see you. You're proving me wrong. I can't write you off, bro. I can't. I'm an eye test guy. When I see you play bad, that's what I have. That's what I see. And then when I watch you go out and do something like this, I'm here.
See, that Rams game, which I remember, like, we got in an argument there. I mean, we pretty much argued about the Jaguars every single week this year because the Jaguars were just such a up and down.
Yeah.
I think that Rams game was beautiful for them because they got their ass beat.
And
that was pretty much, I feel like that was their only primetime game this year. Oh, well, they played the Chiefs on Monday Night Football, but people kind of swept that under the rug. I don't know why people swept that.
They won. I mean, they won that game. It wasn't pretty, but they
won. He did have that fumble. He had that like fumble.
Yeah, that goofy touchdown.
But people put that one under the rug. But that Rams game, they got their ass beat. Everybody pretty much. That's really all they've seen of the Jaguars because the Jaguars isn't this like they're not a draw. Like people like aren't that tapped into Jaguars games. Usually like they don't really care.
Right.
So that's all people really knew. And then quietly they just kept. Because I would tune into Jaguars because I had that Trevor Lawrence narrative. I would just see constantly every week that they were getting a little bit better every single week. Offensively, defensively, they just were putting pieces together. I was like, that's why I kept riding on Trevor Lawrence when everybody was dogging on him. I was like, y'all can say they was bad in that Rams game, but every other game besides that, Trevor Lawrence has been really pretty good.
Really good. Damn good.
Yeah. And I know he wasn't putting up the crazy stats for it, but they were winning games. And, I mean, you guys had fair points to say they weren't as good as their record because, as the biggest Trevor Lawrence supporter, they weren't as good as their record. Yeah. But I think everything's coming together. I mean, it is a first-year coach in Liam Cohen.
Right.
It's a new system for Trevor Lawrence. I mean, you have new receivers in the building, so it just took a little bit to gel. But, man, this is one of the teams you don't want to play because there's always that team that gets hot at the right time. I mean, you've seen it with the Commanders last year. You've seen it with the Bengals a few years ago. It happens. That just go on a run because they got hot at the right time, and this is giving me that. It's the exact same vibes that I'm getting.
And right now, the AFC is so wide open, dude. Like, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what team I really am like truly confident in making it out the AFC. Like seriously, like I have no idea.
And going into that game, how you're saying the team that I was only confident in was the Denver
Was
Broncos.
Denver, and now you can't even say that now.
The thing about Denver is they play so close with everybody.
They do.
They'll play the Raiders. It'll be a close game. They'll play the Commanders. It'll be a close game. Like, they don't blow teams out the water, so they never really convince you that Denver should be the best team. Like, on paper, I feel like they're the best team in the AFC, but they don't ever really show it, which is annoying with Denver.
And with the Jags, so I talked about it one time, and at first it didn't really make sense because I was talking about how, like, Denver, they're the best comeback team in the NFL, and, like, once it comes down to the fourth quarter, they're not out of any game. And I was like, yeah, like you pretty much have to like step on the Broncos early. And people was like, well, that don't make sense because you're just saying they're a great comeback team, but yet you're like, oh, step on them early. How does that make sense? You can't let Denver have a chance to come back. But like the Jags, prime example of what I was talking about. The Jags did not let the Broncos have any chance to come back in that game because once they scored, pretty much after that first scoring drive, they said, you know what? We're not going to let off the gas. We're going to show up here early, make a statement, and keep scoring. Just pound that defense. Pause. But I mean, dude, they pretty much like did whatever they wanted to.
That's what.
That was the point that I was trying to make. Like, if you're a team with a really good offense, especially, and I'm talking about like in the playoffs, like you have to make a statement early on this Broncos defense and say, hey, look, like we're not scared of you. We have the weapons and we have the offense personnel to score on you. We're going to keep doing it, and you have to stop us. And you have to pressure that defense because we all know how good it is. You can't allow the Broncos defense to beat you. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, that game, I'm glad you brought that up. That game, I was just waiting. I was like, bro, I know the Broncos are just going to start because they've done that all season. Like you've seen in the Eagles game towards the beginning of the year. You've seen in that Giants game, they had that crazy fourth quarter comeback.
You was waiting for something to happen.
I was like, bro, I know the Jags are up 2 touchdowns or whatever, but
it's not over.
I just feel like the Broncos are just going to go on that run that they always do, like against the Packers. Like they just make them fourth quarter clutch plays. Like Bo Nix has been great in the fourth quarter all year, but this one he wasn't. And that was the difference. I mean, it was just Bo Nix not being great.
Not being
when
great.
He needed to be, which is no knock to him. I mean, he's been great all year.
Right.
I'm not the biggest Bo Nix guy, but I think he does enough to win the game.
Yeah.
He needs to. He makes some great throws, but then he has some bad turnovers, and then he has some bad stretches.
Yeah, and that's why I've had the same narrative on the Broncos all season. The only reason why I feel like I never trusted them was even though they were fourth quarter merchants a lot in the regular season. In the playoffs, I'm like, that's still not a recipe for success because in the playoffs, when you go up against every team you face in the playoffs are the best teams in the AFC with teams that have much better offenses. Like eventually, like when is that eventually gonna catch up to you, right? Like I don't think the Broncos offense is good enough to always play from behind.
Yeah.
And like the Giants game, like sure, that was just like maybe that was just because like that's just the Giants being the Giants, you know what I'm saying? But like they were down by so much. It's like that was really an historic game for them. Like that was like the biggest comeback like ever. But like when is that ever going to happen? If you're down 30 in the playoffs to a playoff team, you're not going to win. Yeah, you're not going to win that game. No. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, you have to force the Broncos offense and Bo Nix to step up when it matters. And I don't think their offense is good enough to do that.
Yeah.
But if you keep the game close, Denver's not out of it. But it's like they were down by so much.
If you win a lot, it's going to be hard to do that in a playoff game. I like what you're saying.
Yes.
But to wrap everything up, I mean, last week we were saying like who would I rather take over Trevor Lawrence? I said a lot of people that you guys didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this changed your mind, but put Trevor Lawrence aside. Just the Jaguars individual. I'm putting the Jaguars. They're going to be in the AFC Championship for me.
Throwing your eggs in one basket.
They're going to be in the AFC Championship. I want to see the Bills. I want to see the Patriots. Yeah. Put the Broncos in front of them. I don't care. I'm going to put the Broncos not the Broncos. I'm going to put the Jags in the AFC Championship.
I don't hate that, though.
I don't know about Super Bowl. We'll get there, see how I'm feeling, see what the vibes are. But this game was amazing for them. What I want to ask you is where do you see the Jaguars? How do you see their playoff run looking? Are they a first-round exit? Are they making it to that divisional round? Are they making it to the damn Super Bowl?
I think, well, I mean, I said this could be a rematch. I could see the Jaguars in the AFC Championship game.
Okay.
I could. After this performance, yes. Now, who do I think is the biggest threat to the Jags as of right now going into the playoffs? That's tough.
Bro, this is funny. Like, just thinking about this conversation like week 5 or something is funny.
But here's the thing, though. It's like, I'm sorry, but, like, I'm usually not the type of person to just, like, instantly flip narratives. But, like, it's the NFL. Like, every week can change. And, like, I could have a certain opinion on someone week 5 different than week 17 going into the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, because, dude, the playoffs is completely different, bro. Like sometimes in the regular season, it's a sample size. It's like you have teams that are fraudulent in the regular season. And the thing is, we're so used to seeing the same thing every year, right? Like we're so used to seeing the Chiefs dominating the AFC. We're so used to the Bills going to the playoffs, making a run, losing to the Chiefs.
Right.
The last team that I seen beat the Chiefs in the playoffs were our Bengals, bro. Seriously, think about that.
I mean, that's fair.
Our Cincinnati Bengals were the last team that we've seen beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. And we made the Super Bowl, lost to them in the AFC Championship game in the next year. Other than that, what other teams in the AFC have we seen that like we can confidently say, oh, they can make a run?
No, there's going to be a
first. Like we're not used to seeing this. So it's like now it's kind of like, okay, we have a completely different AFC picture now with teams that we're not used to being in here.
Yeah, so you don't know who to pick.
Yeah, you don't know who to pick because the Chiefs are gone. So it's like, what team do we feel like?
I feel like that's why everybody's leaning towards the Bills because they've just seen the Bills so much. But the Bills have they've shown so many flaws this year that it's hard for me to pick them. I know they got Josh Allen, which he's a top 3, top 5 quarterback or whatever you want to put him. I know they have him, but really it's him, James Cook, that offensive line and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like the wide receiver room is very subpar. Their defense is very bad. I mean, you're probably higher on the Bills than I am, but I think
I am definitely higher on the Bills than you are, just because Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Like he's just Superman.
He's that good. I mean, dude, we're gonna see a Super Bowl with either Bo Nix, Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen,
or
CJ
Stroud,
or Aaron Rodgers too. But I didn't want to put him in there because we've seen him. Before,
I think
old Aaron Rodgers.
I think,
or Phillip Rivers.
I think.
Imagine Phillip Rivers.
I think the Texans. BC. Here's the thing. I'm also really high on the Patriots because I'm a big Drake May guy. I could see the Patriots in the AFC Championship game, just because I just think Drake May is that good, and I do think the Patriots are even though I know they've had a weak schedule, but I think they have the tools to make a playoff run, just because who Mike Vrabel is as a head coach.
Yeah.
Like I said, I believe in Drake May. I'm also a guy that thinks that the better quarterback in a lot of situations in the playoffs win. And Drake May, I think other than Trevor Lawrence, you could argue right now, and Josh Allen, but those are the 3 top guys in the AFC, the best 3 quarterbacks. So it's who would I take in a playoff? Patriots or Broncos? I would take Drake May over Bo Nix. But because that Broncos defense is so good, you probably have to favor the defense over a quarterback. But the Texans, I'm also high on the Texans because their defense is great. That defense is probably the only other defense better than the Broncos. So, I could also see Jags Texans, but I don't know if I trust that Texans offense. I mean, it's worse than the Broncos offense.
Basically, what I'm getting at is you have no idea what's about to happen.
You have no idea what's about to happen.
I don't think anybody has an idea what's going to happen in the playoffs because it's insane. It's a lot of things that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
But to end that conversation, Trevor Lawrence is a dog. He's top 10. I don't want to hear nothing less than that.
Top 10 QB.
I don't want to hear nothing less than that. I've been saying it all year, and it's true. And I kind of wish my boys Tyrus and Caesar were here because I know they would have something different to say. But they're not, so I get to get my stuff off this episode because they're not here. But our final topic that we have today, the Steelers versus the Lions. You know, the Steelers had an insane victory, a controversial ending. I don't know how controversial it was, but for me, I mean, obviously it was an offensive pass interference. Amon-Ra pushed off of Jalen Ramsey.
It was.
The thing that was weird about that is they didn't show a single replay until the game got decided.
After the game.
I was the thing about that is I've never seen an NFL game. I'm dude, they replay. First of all, they replay too much. I'm when it's a call, they take so long to make a decision. And that one was so weird, and the moment and just this literally decided who won and lost the game. They didn't even show a replay until after the game. So the NFL, you are not beating the betting allegations.
NFL, sorry. You're sus for that, not gonna lie.
Even though I had no dog in the race, I was just all right, bro, this don't make any sense. But either way, the Steelers looked good in this game. They basically, I feel like they kind of had the game on lock for most of it. The Lions made that last-minute comeback. Do you have any takeaways from this game? Are you disappointed in the Lions? Did this game move you from the Steelers? Do you think the Steelers team could really make a run in the playoffs, or do you think this Lions team? Do you think they're going in the completely wrong direction?
Yeah,
let's hear it.
Obviously, we unless you're Tyrus, because he's a Steelers fan, of course. I think we all have the same opinions on the Steelers. I still think they're a first-round exit. They're a fraudulent team in a very weak division. They did look really good offensively in this game, but I think this is more on the Lions' defense, just yet again letting them down. I think going into next year, I think the Lions really have to address their defense. Also, it's kind of unlucky for them because it seems like every year they have just really bad injuries on the defensive end, which sucks. They were injured in this game too. I mean, giving up 29 points to the Steelers offense is not good.
No bueno.
And they were playing from behind pretty much all game. Yeah, if Isaac Tesla doesn't hold Tesla, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Isaac Tesla, if he doesn't hold on that touchdown pass to Amon-Ra, I mean, they win the game.
Yeah, and he said a pick.
He said a pick,
which is.
And then obviously they still have a chance. You know, the next play, Amon-Ra pushes off in the end zone. They lose the game. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it changes my opinion on the Steelers. I still think they're the weaker team in the AFC. I've been high on the Lions all year. I haven't tried to switch up on them at all. I still thought that they was a playoff team, but I think they have to go in the next season, like I said, and really address that defense and because their offense is fine, whether or not you believe in Jared Goff or not, but until they fix up that defense, they're just not going to be able to get over the hump. I think it's hurt them every single year.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Jared Goff guy. I think under pressure he's not that good. I think in the clutch he's not that good, but there's no doubt about it. In the regular season, he's going to put up numbers. I mean, he just hit 4K for his 5th straight year.
Yep.
You just got to give him his flowers there. The offense obviously wasn't the problem. I don't think Jared Goff is the problem. I think he looked good in this game. But what the problem is, it's coaching. Dan Campbell, it's pretty when it works, but when it doesn't, you look like a fool sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's just their offense is so talented.
Yes.
Like, it's just hard to, like, not believe in them offensively. Like, they have all the tools in the world. I mean, they've one of the best offenses healthy on paper. Dan Campbell, I think he's a good head coach. Yeah, it's just like
let me read you this.
Like them losing Ben Johnson, yes, like obviously took a hit. We see that, but Dan Campbell, I guess, as a play caller,
is not
it. Like that's not. Yeah, you can't do that.
Even though they're all like, you can look at that box score and be like, bro, we put up like 30 points. Like offense obviously is the issue, is play calling is. But when it's like going for it on fourth down or doing these trick plays, he's just not. He doesn't have it as good as Ben Johnson did. This is the record with Ben Johnson. The Lions are 36-15. Without Ben Johnson, they are 11, 20, and 1.
Yeah.
So
there you go, right there.
Ben Johnson, obviously, we see what he's doing with the Bears. It's evident that they're missing him a lot. Their defense obviously is not as good as it was without Aaron Glenn. So that makes me. I'm not saying jump off of Dan Campbell because he's turned this Lions franchise completely around, but it just noticing. It's just like, well, maybe give him another year, see how it goes. Maybe get a different offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator in the building. But yes, I mean, this Lions team it's kind of like the same story last year. Their defense, their secondary's hurt. I mean, Arnold's out, Branch is out. Like, they have 3 corners on the IR, or 3 secondary players on the IR, I should say. But what made me mad is that play at the end of the game to have Tesla set a pick. It's just like, that's illegal.
Yeah.
And I just can only point Dan Campbell at that. And then, like, if you're a Lions fan, you could be like, bro, the ref screwed us. Like, that was not a push-off. But this is what I say is you shouldn't – if you're letting the game come down to one play and you're leaving the game in the ref's hands pretty much, is just like, that's not like – yes, you can be mad at the refs that they don't make the right call, but you put yourself in that position. Yeah. Like, you didn't do what you had enough to do to basically win that game.
Because I think Dan Campbell said it at his presser, too, when they asked him. He was like, well, you can't – like what you said, you can't blame that game on just one play. He was like, we shouldn't have been in that position anyway. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I like that from him. I didn't hear that. That's basically what I was saying too. Is don't be mad when me and him are obviously Bengals fans. Like in the Super Bowl when the holding call and everything
on Logan Wilson
it was controversial. But I mean, like, we let it come down to one play, so it's like you can't do that. And this Lions team, I mean, we just got to give the Steelers run game some credit. I mean, they had 230 total rushing yards, so they were running up and down the lines all day.
Jaylen Warren had a field day.
143.
Yeah.
And Kenneth Gainwell, he had a catch that was insane where he was on the ground and caught
the ball. Caught it. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. And the one takeaway I have from the Steelers is I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't trust them. I don't think another thing is I don't think Aaron Rodgers is under pressure. I've been saying it all year. Like, when there's somebody in his face, he's either going to curl up in a ball and just go down, or he's not going to want to take the hit. But this is where the Steelers messed up and Tyrus was saying it all year, and we were just getting on him because he's a Steelers fan. But you're seeing what these players are doing with their new teams. Rashid Shaheed and Jacoby Myers both this weekend made very great plays that the Steelers could be using right now.
Yep.
Like, you've seen Rashid Shaheed. He basically won the Seahawks their game.
Yep.
Jacoby Myers has been great ever since. He's literally changed Jacksonville's life since he's been there.
Yep.
I don't even know if they've lost a game since he's been there.
Since they've had Jacoby?
I
don't know.
I don't even know. But he's been super good. So, and then with the Steelers, I mean, it's DK Metcalf, and then you just never, like Tyler said, he has to look at the box score to see who's catching the ball sometimes. Sometimes it's Scotty Miller, sometimes it's Adam Thielen, Roman Wilson. Like, it's just, and DK's cool. We obviously give him his shit, but, like, he's not elite, I don't think, anymore.
Yeah, I don't
know what your thoughts are.
I don't think so.
I mean, he's about to miss 2 games for punching
punching a fan.
And Aaron Rodgers at his age he can't obviously do it all himself. So their lack of receiving threats on the outside. I mean, Darnell Washington's a dog, though. I'll give him that. But I think in the playoffs, you're just going to need that, and that's what's going to hurt him at the end.
Yeah, and their defense isn't as elite as it usually is, so they can't rely on their defense to win them games. Yeah. And they actually have to put up points, and they just have one of the worst offenses in the AFC. And I don't know what it is with the Steelers just refusing to just like believe in wide receiver talent.
Yeah,
they just for whatever reason, Mike Tomlin just thinks that it's still like 2010.
Yeah,
and you can just win by having a good defense and a mediocre offense, and that's not going to work.
If the playoffs ended today, they'd play either the Chargers or the Bills.
I mean,
I don't think they want to see either of those teams.
I'm taking the Chargers and the Bills over them. Yeah,
the Chargers did just beat them, so
yeah. And the Chargers are actually surprising me because I thought obviously their offensive line was going to, take a really big hit on that offense. But the Chargers are actually, they could be a sleeper in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, they're still looking really good.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's eventually going to bite them in the ass. But
yeah, their offensive line is just not good enough.
Yeah.
I don't think they can hang. But nonetheless, do you have anything else to say about this game? Any takeaways?
No, I mean, I pretty much said it all. I mean, we're kind of on the same boat here. We've kind of been on the same wavelength this episode, which is good. It's working out.
We're just yapping.
We're just yapping.
So, sorry if this episode's been a little bit weak, a little bit boring. Hopefully they're really listening to us. We're really dropping some gems.
We're trying to drop some knowledge
I know it's not our normal high energy, high flowing episode, but I mean, do you want to do Pickems or how do you want to do this? Or do you just want to end it? It's up to you.
I mean, I kind of want to do.
We can run a Pickems if you want.
Because I know them two are not here. I feel like maybe just for fun, we do a Pickems.
Let's do it. I mean, I'm down. I got.
And you and me are 1 and 2.
I was getting shit because I wanted to end the Pickems. So.
Okay, hold on. Let me count my record. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh crap! I don't even know. But they're not even here. I'm just gonna. What did you go this week?
I went 10 and 6.
You went 10 and 6 this week.
Yeah,
okay.
I had a good week.
I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 6. And I was 1 game ahead of you, so that means I'm still in the first.
Okay, so yeah, that means
I picked the Colts.
I'm 143 and 83. So what are you? What's your total record?
You said one what?
I'm 143 and 83.
Yeah, that means I'd be 144.
Okay, so I'm only a game back.
Yeah,
okay.
you're still just a game behind because you were a game behind last week, and we finished with the same record.
Let me look. I want to assume. Here's the thing: it's the last 2 games of the season, so like these are important games. So I just want to see how good the slate is.
No, I'm about to read this. I'm about to read it too.
Okay.
So I got it here. So we got Christmas Day games, but
they actually suck.
Yeah, there's 3 backup quarterbacks playing. Like every game's gonna have a backup quarterback. So what I'm just gonna say is enjoy time with your family. Don't even worry about these games.
Because I mean, at the time we thought that these games would matter, but literally all these teams playing on Christmas, they're all out of the playoffs.
Yeah. So first we got the Cowboys and the Commanders. 2 teams that are out of the playoffs.
Yeah,
it kind of sucks, but I think it's gonna be Josh Johnson.
and
Dak Prescott for the Commanders. So I'm obviously going Cowboys.
I'm going Cowboys too.
Yeah. So then we got the Lions and the Vikings. And it's not J.J. McCarthy. It's that one dude. What's his name? It starts with a B.
Brahmer.
Yeah. He reeks.
He reeks.
Lions versus Vikings. I'm going Lions.
Lions. Yeah.
Okay. Broncos and Chiefs. It was supposed to be a good game, but Chiefs are dead. Yeah. They're running with somebody. I don't even know his last name. It starts with an O. It's kind of a long name.
I have no idea. Some light skin bro.
Bo Nix.
I'm going Broncos.
And then this is where it gets good. We have Saturday games again. Texans and Chargers. This is a good game.
This is a good game.
This is a great game.
Texans Chargers. I'm gonna go Texans.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Texans too. I think that offensive line's not gonna be able to hold up with that pass rush.
Yep.
Then we got Ravens versus Packers. My boy Malik Willis possibly versus Tyler Huntley.
There's actually a big game for the Packers.
And I don't care either way. I'm picking the Packers.
Yeah, I'm going Packs too.
All right.
I don't think they can afford to lose, bro. I think they have to win out the next 2 games.
All right, bet. Then we got the Bengals versus the Cardinals. The Bengals, they almost dropped 50 last week against the Dolphins.
I mean, I'm going Bengals.
Yep. Steelers and Browns. Steelers, they're humming right now versus the Browns, who are opposite of humming.
Ooh, does Myles Garrett break the sack record here?
I think he does break the sack record, but I'm still going Steelers.
Steelers.
Yep. Patriots versus the Jets.
Patriots.
Drake May versus Brady Cook probably still.
Yeah.
They suck though. Yep, we're going Patriots. Saints versus Titans. I'm going the Saints here.
Saints.
They are looking good. They've won like their last 3 games.
Yes.
Jaguars versus Colts. Trevor Lawrence versus Phillip Rivers for basically to lock up the division, unless they've already won it. I don't think they have though.
I don't think so.
No, they clinched a playoff berth, but they haven't won their division yet.
Okay, because they still got Texans.
I think they won it this week.
Texans can catch them. Yeah, Jags win. Even though, Phillip Rivers, shout out Phillip Rivers, though. We haven't talked about him, but he's looked damn good.
Yeah, he's balling.
I got to respect Phillip Rivers, bro. Coming off the couch, looking good. Yep.
Buccaneers versus Dolphins. Is this a get-right game for the Bucs? I believe it is. I got the Bucs.
Bucs, yeah.
Seahawks versus Panthers. This is a good game. Possible playoff matchup.
Good game. Possible upset for the Panthers here.
I got the Seahawks.
They could upset them. I'm going Seahawks, though.
Panthers at home. Plus 310. Good value. Giants versus Raiders. This is the number 1 pick matchup.
Yeah, number 1 pick matchup. Dude, I
think the Raiders win here.
I'm going Giants.
Ooh,
just
finally, pick the wrong one. This is my favorite game of the week. The Eagles versus the Bills.
Yep.
Who are you? I'm curious to hear who you got first.
Bills, Eagles. Where is it at?
Buffalo. Eagles haven't looked good.
This is tough, dude.
Bills been winning, but they haven't really.
You know what?
I'm
gonna go Bills. I'm going Bills.
I'm going Eagles.
I'm going Bills.
This is another huge game. These are probably the only two good games of the week. Bears and Niners. I've been saying it. I'm not picking the Niners the rest of the year. I don't care. I know they look good. Whatever. I got the Bears.
I'm going Niners. They just keep winning.
All right. Last game, Monday Night Football. Rams versus Falcons. I don't think Devontae's back yet, but I got Rams.
Rams.
All right.
Rams.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for. I know this is a bit weird. Let me know how you felt about this episode.
Yeah, let us know seriously.
We're doing what we had to.
Like he said earlier, please please subscribe to us. Follow us on TikTok. We're only 8 followers away from 400 on YouTube.
On YouTube, yep. Slowly, steadily growing.
So please just when you're watching our videos, interact, please, and even a small comment helps. Seriously, just comment that you made it this far, that you watched the video. Whatever.
We see y'all. We had a little good watch time last week.
Yeah.
We seen y'all watching. Just say
and I know you guys be seeing our shorts on YouTube for the people out there that just strictly go on YouTube. So I know you guys are there. Comment, say something. Yep. Goes a long way.
Shorter pod. I don't know. Just let us know how you felt with the vibe. I mean, it was a 2-man show. This isn't usually our. If it's your first time here and you like it, let us know. We can go do our own little duo show.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, rest up to us and Caesar.
Get well.
It sucks. Get better. Sucks that you guys are sick around the holidays. Christmas is in 2 days. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Enjoy time with your family. Enjoy some
time
good
with
food.
your family.
Hopefully you get what you asked for Christmas. But if you're an adult, hopefully you got good presents for everybody. I got my boy Tuss some Reese's because he was feeling under the weather, and he let us use his home for his pod. But nonetheless, this has been Austin. This has been
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah,
and this has been For the Win. Thank you.